Hello everyone. Today we will talk about strategic and general considerations. The scenario involving Sally, a sales manager overwhelmed by end-of-year tasks, highlights the dysfunction often present in performance management systems in organizations. With the fiscal year coming to a close, Sally is inundated with numerous responsibilities, including budgeting, customer communication, and overseeing her sales team of 10. When the HR department reminds her about the pending performance reviews for her team, she perceives this responsibility as tedious and of little value. Given that her knowledge of her employees' performance is primarily based on sales figures, often influenced by external factors rather than individual efforts, Sally's inclination is to fill out the reviews superficially, assigning maximum ratings to avoid conflict. Consequently, she prioritizes expediency over meaningful evaluation, further illustrating a common issue where performance reviews fail to serve their intended purpose. This situation underscores a critical distinction between performance management and performance appraisal. True performance management is a continuous process that encompasses goal setting, ongoing feedback, and alignment with organizational objectives. It emphasizes the importance of regular communication between managers and employees, aiming to enhance performance in a way that directly contributes to the organization's strategic goals. In contrast, performance appraisal is often a one-time measurement of employee strengths and weaknesses. Sally's experience reflects a fundamental flaw in many organizations, where performance appraisals are mistaken for comprehensive performance management systems. The case of Bank of America Merrill Lynch illustrates an effective transition from traditional performance appraisal to a more dynamic performance management approach. The organization emphasizes setting objectives at the beginning of the year, conducting mid-year reviews for progress assessment, and utilizing comprehensive end-of-year evaluations that incorporate feedback from various sources. This shift not only facilitates ongoing discussions about performance but also equips managers with the necessary training and resources to guide their teams' development effectively. By clearly articulating expectations and linking employee contributions to organizational goals, the new system fosters a collaborative environment where both parties understand the criteria for success and compensation. Furthermore, the widespread dissatisfaction with performance management systems is alarming, as indicated by surveys revealing that a significant majority of managers and employees do not find these processes beneficial. The lack of effective systems leads to frustration, with many employees feeling that performance reviews detract from their productivity. Thus, it becomes evident that performance management serves multiple purposes, including strategic alignment, administrative support, and developmental opportunities. Organizations must recognize the necessity of a robust performance management framework that ensures clear connections between employee performance and organizational goals to realize its full potential. Okay, now what are the purposes of performance management systems? The strategic purpose of performance management systems is fundamentally aimed at aligning organizational goals with the performance of individuals and teams. By establishing clear links between the broader business objectives and the specific goals of employees, these systems guide behaviors that support the achievement of strategic initiatives. This alignment not only drives focus, but also communicates the organization's critical priorities, ensuring everyone is aware of what is essential for success. Even in instances where individual or team goals may not be entirely met, this linkage clarifies the organization's strategic direction and fosters a culture of accountability and purpose. Additionally, performance management systems play a crucial role in the onboarding process for new employees. Onboarding is the transition phase where newcomers shift from being outsiders to becoming integrated members of the organization. In this context, performance management acts as a facilitator, helping new hires grasp the behaviors and outcomes that are valued within the organization. By outlining expectations and rewards clearly, new employees can more easily understand the organization's culture and core values, thereby accelerating their integration and enhancing their engagement from the outset. This dual role of performance management in both goal alignment and onboarding highlights its importance in cultivating a motivated workforce committed to achieving the organization's strategic objectives. Okay, the question now is, how Sears uses performance management. Sears is leveraging performance management practices to align its human resources with strategic business goals. As of 2018, Sears was one of the largest retail companies in the US, with a focus on home appliances and a broad array of products. Following its merger with Kmart, CEO Aowen B. Lewis initiated a culture change aimed at revitalizing the company, focusing on enhancing customer service and fostering an entrepreneurial mindset among store managers. Key strategies include revising employee roles to prioritize customer interaction over backroom tasks, encouraging leadership communication, and promoting hands-on experience by requiring corporate employees to work in stores. Lewis actively engages with employees in stores and assesses managerial knowledge on key financial metrics. Additionally, 500 promising employees have been identified for leadership training to support cultural and strategic shifts. Sears employs its performance management system as a tool to drive desired behaviors, which senior management believes is essential for the company's success in a competitive market. Administrative purpose of performance management systems. The administrative purpose of performance management systems revolves around providing valid and relevant information crucial for making various administrative decisions regarding employees. These decisions encompass a wide range of areas, such as salary adjustments, promotions, employee retention or termination, recognition for outstanding performance, and merit increases. By utilizing the insights gained from performance evaluations, organizations can make informed choices about rewarding employees, identifying high-potential talent, and addressing poor performance. For instance, in Turkey, the government has mandated the implementation of performance management systems in all public organizations. This initiative aims to eliminate favoritism, corruption, and bribery, reinforcing the necessity for impartial and merit-based decision-making in administrative processes. Ultimately, the administrative function of performance management ensures that decisions about personnel are grounded in objective data, thereby fostering a fair and transparent workplace environment. Informational purpose of performance management systems. Performance management systems fulfill a vital informational purpose by acting as a key communication tool within an organization. Firstly, they offer employees insight into their performance levels, helping them understand how they are performing and identifying specific areas for improvement. This feedback is crucial for individual development and helps employees focus on enhancing their skills. Secondly, these systems communicate essential expectations regarding performance from various stakeholders, including peers, supervisors, customers, and the organization itself. They clarify which aspects of work are deemed most important, thereby aligning employee efforts with organizational goals. By providing this information, Performance management systems not only promote accountability but also facilitate continuous improvement and alignment within the workplace. Developmental purpose of performance management systems. The developmental purpose of performance management systems emphasizes the importance of feedback in enhancing employee performance and fostering individual growth. Feedback is a critical component that managers can leverage to coach employees continuously, helping them identify their strengths and weaknesses while also uncovering the underlying causes of performance issues, whether they stem from individual capabilities, team dynamics, or contextual factors. However, feedback can only be effective if actionable steps are taken to address any identified deficiencies. It is essential that employees are open to receiving feedback for it to have a meaningful impact. Therefore, organizations should cultivate a feedback culture that promotes supportive and non-threatening discussions about performance, focusing on behaviors and providing coaching to help employees interpret the feedback constructively. Additionally, performance management systems provide employees with valuable insights that assist them in personalizing their career paths. Understanding their strengths allows employees to make informed decisions about their future trajectories within the organization. Ultimately, the developmental purpose encompasses both immediate performance improvements and long-term career development, guiding employees toward success in their roles. Organizational maintenance purpose of performance management systems. The organizational maintenance purpose of performance management systems is primarily focused on supporting effective workforce planning within an organization. This involves anticipating and responding to both internal and external needs, determining priorities, and strategically allocating human resources to optimize performance. A key element of workforce planning is maintaining a talent inventory, which compiles valuable information about employees' current skills, abilities, promotional potential, and assignment histories. Given the high cost of acquiring talent, especially for top performers who are acutely aware of their market value, organizations must rely on robust performance management systems to create accurate talent inventories. For instance, when executives transition between companies, their value can significantly impact market perceptions, as seen when Casper Ersted's move to Adidas resulted in a $1 billion gain for the company. In addition to talent management, performance management systems play a pivotal role in assessing future training needs, evaluating overall performance achievements at the organizational level, and measuring the effectiveness of HR interventions. By analyzing performance data, organizations can determine the impact of training programs on employee outcomes, ensuring that they make informed decisions to enhance workforce capabilities. Thus, a solid performance management system is essential for conducting these critical organizational activities effectively. Documentation purpose of performance management systems. The documentation purpose of performance management systems allows organizations to collect valuable information for necessary, and sometimes legally mandated, documentation tasks. This includes validating new selection instruments by correlating performance data with test scores, enabling the development of more effective hiring practices. Additionally, these systems document critical administrative decisions, such as promotions and terminations, providing essential records that can be crucial in the event of legal disputes. An example of effective documentation is seen in Selco Community Credit Union, which revamped its performance management system to better align with business cycles rather than individual hire dates. This alignment addressed both strategic and informational needs. Managers gain more flexibility in awarding bonuses using a simplified budgetary approach, enhancing administrative effectiveness. Regular performance discussions were mandated, which not only informed employees about areas for improvement, but also created a documented record for any necessary disciplinary actions. Despite the multiple purposes that performance management systems can serve, many HR executives report that their systems primarily focus on administrative, salary decisions, and developmental, identifying employees' strengths and weaknesses, purposes. This dual focus can lead to conflicting demands on managers, who must act as both evaluators and coaches. In evaluating the performance management systems in their organizations, individuals can reflect on which purposes are effectively addressed and which are not, as well as recognize any barriers preventing the realization of all potential purposes. Advantages of a performance management system. Implementing a performance management system offers significant benefits for employees, managers, HR functions, and the organization as a whole. Enhanced self-insight and development. Employees gain a clearer understanding of their strengths and weaknesses, aiding in career development. Increased self-esteem. Feedback provides recognition, fulfilling employees' need for value and boosting their self-esteem. Greater motivation. Constructive feedback fosters motivation by establishing a sense of competence and autonomy, enhancing work meaningfulness. Improved employee engagement. A solid performance management system fosters commitment and passion, leading to innovative behaviors and overall organizational citizenship. Increased competence. Performance improvements are noted as the system identifies training needs and motivates better performance across the organization. Encouragement of voice behavior. Employees feel empowered to suggest constructive changes, leading to improved organizational processes. Clarified job definitions. Employees gain a better understanding of job expectations and success criteria, which contributes to clarity in performance. Minimized employee misconduct. Clearly defined expectations reduce instances of misconduct by setting appropriate contexts and guidelines. Early identification of performance declines. Ongoing performance measurement facilitates immediate feedback, allowing for prompt remedial actions. Enhanced motivation and commitment. Satisfaction with the performance management system leads to increased motivation and reduced turnover intentions. Managerial insights. Managers gain valuable insights into employee performance and personality, fostering better relationships and understanding. Timely differentiation of performers. The system enables quick identification of high and low performers, facilitating targeted development opportunities. Clear communication of performance views. Managers can communicate performance assessments effectively, enhancing accountability. Fairer administrative actions. Valid performance data supports equitable decisions on promotions and raises, strengthening trust between employees and management. Clarity of organizational goals. The system clarifies how individual contributions align with organizational objectives, promoting wider acceptance of these goals. Legal protection. Comprehensive performance data aids compliance with regulations, reducing the risk of litigation related to unfair treatment. Facilitation of organizational change. The system aligns individual and organizational goals, supporting cultural shifts and driving necessary change. A well-implemented performance management system can significantly enhance individual development, organizational performance, and employee engagement while providing a structured approach to addressing challenges and promoting positive changes. Consequences of poorly implemented performance management systems. When performance management systems fail to function effectively, as seen in Sally's organization, several negative outcomes can emerge. These consequences often reflect the opposite of the intended benefits, indicating that the system requires urgent attention and reform. Here are the potential consequences of low-quality performance management systems. Lowered self-esteem. Inaccurate or inappropriate feedback can harm employees' self-worth, leading to resentment within the workforce. Increased turnover. Perceptions of unfairness can prompt employees to leave, either physically by quitting or psychologically by disengaging from their work. This is particularly concerning for high performers who value recognition. Damaged relationships. Poor systems can negatively impact relationships among employees and with customers. For example, a shift to more financial performance metrics may lead employees to prioritize profits over fair practices, damaging trust. Decreased motivation. When high performance does not yield meaningful rewards, employees may lose motivation. Lack of recognition, both tangible, like pay raises, and intangible, like appreciation, can also contribute to this decline. Employee burnout and job dissatisfaction. If the assessment tools are viewed as invalid and the process as unfair, employees may experience higher levels of burnout and dissatisfaction. Use of misleading information. Without standardized systems, there is more room for manipulation or fabrication of performance data, leading to inaccuracies in reporting. Wasted time and money. Investing resources in poorly designed performance management systems results in waste, failing to provide the benefits that effective systems do. Emerging biases. Personal biases and relationships may overshadow objective organizational standards, leading to unfair evaluations. Unclear ratings system. Poor communication can leave employees uncertain about how their performance ratings are generated and linked to rewards, fostering distrust in the system's fairness. Varying and unfair standards. Inconsistencies in evaluation criteria and ratings within or across departments can generate perceptions of inequality and unfairness. Unjustified resource demands. A poorly implemented system drains managers' and employees' time without delivering the expected benefits, leading to resistance and feelings of overload. Increased risk of litigation. Unfair appraisals can result in legal disputes, leading to costly lawsuits for the organization. Ineffective performance management systems can undermine employee morale, waste resources, and lead to significant organizational dysfunction, highlighting the critical importance of well-designed and effectively executed performance management practices. Okay. Now let's look at Nike's performance management issues. In 2018, 4 women at Nike's global headquarters filed a class action lawsuit in Oregon, claiming systemic gender pay discrimination and chronic sexual harassment. They alleged that women were paid less than men for the same work, received smaller bonuses, and had fewer promotion opportunities. This lawsuit drew attention after a New York Times article exposed a toxic work environment for women at Nike, leading to significant repercussions, including the resignation of several top executives and a commitment from then CEO Mark Parker to restructure hiring and compensation practices. The lawsuit against Nike is notable for its extensive demands, which include compensation for women adversely affected by discriminatory pay practices, implementation of reliable, validated standards for evaluating performance, setting pay, and making promotion decisions. Appointment of a court monitor to ensure compliance with these changes. Reinstatement opportunities for women who left due to discrimination. This structural reform mandate seeks to prevent future discriminatory practices, highlighting that the issues faced by women at Nike reflect broader challenges across many successful companies, as similar lawsuits have been filed against firms like Google and Uber. Performance ratings and their consequences. This section discusses the negative consequences of poorly designed performance management systems, specifically focusing on performance ratings. These ratings are often biased, unjustified, and can lead to wasted resources, loss of top talent, and potential legal issues. They serve as indicators of deeper, underlying problems within the system, akin to how canaries were used to detect toxic gases in coal mines. Key issues with performance ratings. Misalignment with strategic goals. Ratings may not accurately reflect the organization's objectives. Focus on uncontrollable factors. They might evaluate aspects that employees cannot influence. Complex evaluation processes. Lengthy and convoluted forms can deter thorough assessments. Many companies, such as Adobe and Microsoft, are moving to limit or eliminate performance ratings, with reports showing 8 to 14% of large corporations in North America have done so since 2014. However, organizations like GE have previously abandoned ratings only to reinstate them later, indicating the complexity of evaluating performance. Despite the trend to eliminate ratings, supervisors will continue to evaluate employee performance, whether formally or informally. Organizations require effective performance ratings to identify, reward, and retain top talent, as well as to ensure fair promotion and compensation practices. Companies like Deloitte are reintroducing performance ratings with a focus on multiple metrics and developmental feedback. The text emphasizes that while measuring performance is challenging, this does not justify abandoning rates. It points to the need for research-backed, effective performance management systems and encourages readers to assess their own organization's systems against the highlighted consequences. Effective performance management system characteristics. To establish a successful performance management system, certain key characteristics should be implemented, despite practical constraints. These constraints can include limited funding, supervisor biases, or organizational cultures that resist change. Here are the fundamental characteristics that contribute to an effective performance management system. Strategic congruence. Align individual goals with organizational objectives to ensure all levels work towards the same purpose. Context congruence. Adapt the system to fit the organization's culture and the broader cultural context, recognizing that communication styles and values can vary widely. Thoroughness. Evaluate all employees and major job responsibilities, spanning the entire review period. Provide both positive feedback and areas for improvement. Practicality. Ensure the system is user-friendly and doesn't become a burden on employees' time or resources. The perceived benefit should outweigh the costs. Meaningfulness. Establish relevant performance standards that employees can control. Offer feedback regularly, and link results to meaningful outcomes like promotions. Specificity. Provide clear guidance on expectations and how to meet them, avoiding vague criteria. Identification of performance levels. Differentiate between effective and ineffective performance to tailor development efforts appropriately. Reliability. Ensure consistent ratings among different evaluators for the same performance and dimensions. Validity. Include comprehensive metrics that are relevant and focused solely on performance aspects under employees' control. Acceptability and fairness. Build perceptions of fairness across distributive, procedural, interpersonal, and informational dimensions to enhance motivation and commitment. Inclusiveness. Involve multiple stakeholders in the evaluation process, gathering input from employees to ensure all perspectives are represented. Openness. Foster transparent communication regarding performance assessments and feedback, creating a two-way dialogue during reviews. Correctability. Allow for mechanisms to address and rectify perceived errors in evaluations, such as an appeals process. Standardization. Apply consistent evaluation criteria across the organization to ensure fairness and comparability in assessments. Ethicality. Maintain ethical standards by suppressing personal biases, respecting employee privacy, and ensuring evaluations are based on adequate information. By striving to incorporate these characteristics, organizations can enhance the effectiveness and acceptance of their performance management systems, ultimately leading to improved employee engagement and organizational performance. Performance management systems are essential for enhancing human resources and development activities by providing crucial information about employees' developmental needs. Organizations that lack effective performance management may struggle to allocate their training resources efficiently, potentially missing opportunities to address the most critical areas of employee development. A notable example is General Electric, GE, which has updated its system to an app-based format that allows for immediate feedback and coaching, significantly improving productivity in some divisions. This approach helps managers identify training needs and facilitates collaboration between managers, employees, and HR in scheduling necessary training initiatives. Furthermore, performance management systems play a vital role in workforce planning by generating a talent inventory that informs recruitment and hiring decisions. This process helps organizations understand their current and future talent capabilities, making it easier to identify the skills that need to be acquired externally versus those that can be developed internally. By using performance management data to guide workforce planning, organizations can more effectively build a strong talent pipeline and meet their strategic objectives. Additionally, there is a clear link between performance management and compensation systems. Without a robust performance management framework, compensation decisions can become arbitrary, undermining fairness and employee morale. Performance management has deep historical roots, with systems dating back to the Wei Dynasty in China, 220 to 265 AD, where government employees were rated using a 9-rank system. This early form of performance evaluation aimed to assess and potentially terminate workers based on their performance. Similarly, in 19th century England, the Royal Navy utilized peer ratings for officers, while industrialist Robert Owen implemented a performance rating system in his cotton mill, where workers were visually marked based on their ability. Although performance management practices have evolved significantly since these early examples, they remain integral to effective talent management across industries today. Modern performance management is undergoing a transformation driven by technological advancements and globalization. The rise of cloud computing and real-time data access has replaced traditional paper-based evaluations, enabling constant feedback and interaction among employees, managers, and teams. Companies like Zalando have adopted online platforms that crowdsource feedback from peer interactions, allowing employees to request real-time insights into their performance. This shift from annual appraisals to ongoing performance dialogues reflects a broader trend in which organizations leverage big data to monitor performance through digital footprints, although there is a growing emphasis on focusing on actionable and relevant data, or smart data. Additionally, demographic trends are influencing the landscape of performance management. As baby boomers retire, Generation X and Millennials, who are more accustomed to immediate feedback due to their experiences with technology, are taking on larger roles in the workforce. To accommodate these generational differences, performance management systems must incorporate regular check-ins and real-time communications to enhance engagement and responsiveness. Furthermore, cultural contexts play a crucial role, with successful systems needing to adapt to local expectations around feedback and performance discussion, particularly in more collectivist cultures where direct criticism may conflict with societal norms. This adaptability is essential for creating effective performance management systems that resonate with diverse workforces.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to channel.